Well, it's match day and it's time for another pitch update with Chaz ahead of our fixture with Mansfield Town here at the park this afternoon. Chaz, I know it's been a really busy week, our third match here on the pitch in this week. Obviously, we had the women's game last Sunday. How was the pitch after that?
Yeah, the pitch took both games last weekend really well, but the weather was great when it was dry. And there was, to be fair to the girls, they're not as heavy as the guys. So, but even though it was a really hard fought game, we were very happy with the amount of wear on the pitch. And if you go up there now, there's a couple of little scars starting to come now, with the games coming thick and fast. But we can work on them. Nothing. I mean, the scarring's by the fox more than anything else. Digging little holes and then you pull out a bit of pasty or something that you're saving for later. But bit different kettle of fish if it was like the conditions down at Plymouth on Tuesday. Fair play to them for getting that game finished off. And spoke to Chris later on in the week about it and compared notes. And he was pleased that game was towards the end rather than towards the beginning, because obviously they wouldn't have carried on unless they were in the last quarter of an hour. But if we'd had those conditions, it would have been a bit different. And we obviously had those conditions here. Don't think we had quite as much rain as they did. But the pitch is taking it well, and you wouldn't even know we've had best part of 3 inches of rain this week. Which is why we did all the work at the end of the season to get it so it gets rid of the water and chucks up new challenges. With obviously water goes through it really quickly, but we've got to keep fertilising it and keep working on it. And you get rid of one set of problems and you create yourself new, not problems, but challenges. And the challenge for this pitch now is keeping it growing with the amount of water that goes through it. But obviously we need the water to go through it so the surface remains firm, which is what the guys like to play on. So yeah, all good for last week. I was very happy. Really enjoyed the game, to be fair. I thought it was a brilliant game. Sounding like a football pundit now. I don't know the first thing about it really, but I thought they did us proud. It was quite an enjoyable way to spend a Sunday, to be honest.
Shame about the guy that was on the microphone, though. I think we've been quite lucky with the weather this season so far. Late October, and we haven't really, other than early in this week, had an extended bout of bad weather, and it's been quite warm as well. Has that helped? Massively helped. Obviously, it was a brand new pitch as such, you can only deal with what's in front of you, and we're preparing this pitch this morning. Like it was the first game of the season, really. Double cutting, another hour or so and the lines will be on it, and I'll be sat eating me BLT, which I think is going to be the chosen breakfast for match days, because it's got a little bit of salad in it, which makes you kind of feel a bit better. So, all good. You'll have to start a food Instagram page and compare with George Ray, because he's always putting some good recipes on there. Now, last week we spoke about, did you have any idea how far you walked and how many miles you did on a match day and when you're preparing the pitch? And you've downloaded an app, and I think you're able to tell us, aren't you, of how far you've done this morning?
Yeah, to be fair, I'm not really that technical, and I'm amazed it actually works. I'm more an old diesel engine man rather than an app man. I normally get my kids or my grandchildren to download things like that, but I managed to do it successfully, so I'm very proud of myself. And I was feeling quite brisk and happy, but until I saw that I'd done 4.65 miles already, and all of a sudden I felt really tired and feel like I need to go and put my feet up. But I need to put that to the back of my mind. I was thinking, I was sort of gauging myself. I reckon I need to be like Paul Scholes, bit of a midfield general. And I know he used to do about 10 kilometres, or was it 10 miles every game when they first did all this malarkey with the things on their backs. And I kind of want to be a bit of a Paul Scholes man. Not that I'm a Man United fan or anything, but so I'm kind of aiming for I'm going to go 10 miles in a day, but maybe I've overcooked that one a bit, but I'll have a go.
Well, you've reached the 10,000 steps mark, which I think that's the recommended for a day, and it's only just gone 11 o'clock, so you never know, you might get there.
To be fair, I'll probably need a few more than 10 steps to 10,000 steps. I'm a bit on the chubby side. I could probably do 20 and still wouldn't make a big difference. Yeah, we'd all like to be a bit thinner and a bit like we were when we were teenagers. But yeah, I think I need to do at least 10,000 every day and push on from there, really.
Well, there we go. That's what Paul Scholes had to say. Well, Chaz. That's all from Chaz for now. We'll catch up with him in the next couple of weeks before the next home game. Chaz, thanks a lot.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and I'll crack on. Get a few more steps in.